Hi there guys, so Deontay Wilder has responded to Dillian Whyte calling him a coward. This is what he had to say. No one cares about Whyte. Whyte is definitely not important in my life at this moment. But when that time comes, continue to pick the safe fights. That's what you guys are doing over there. That is Deontay Wilder's statement in response to Dillian Whyte. Now first of all, him saying that Dillian Whyte takes safe fights. Okay, a former world champion in Joseph Parker, Oscar Rivas, a undefeated challenger who has wins over Kubrat Pulev and Andy Ruiz Jr. in the amateurs, undefeated as well, good knockout ratio, and Lucas Browne, who was undefeated at the time, Anthony Joshua, the current unified heavyweight world champion, he lost that one, but still, he went up, stepped up to the plate, and fought Anthony Joshua. So, Dillian Whyte's resume is better than Deontay Wilder's. Deontay Wilder is WBC world champion, 10 title defenses against who? Luis Ortiz once, fair play. Tyson Fury once, fair play again, but Tyson Fury wasn't in shape. He fought Tyson Fury because he knew that Tyson Fury was not 100%. So 2 fights out of his whole career. He's had 2 good fights because the Luis Ortiz rematch, he took him because he knew he could beat him. He beat him before, and Luis Ortiz did not look good since that fight with Deontay Wilder, since losing in that 10th round. So Deontay Wilder has cherry-picked his way through the heavyweight division. If you look at his record, you can just see that. I mean, it's plain for everyone to see. There is recorded evidence that Deontay Wilder has picked his way through the heavyweight division and carefully chosen his fights. I mean, the proof is there. You can see it. It's all on Box Rec or Wikipedia or whatever site you want to look at and see his record. You can see that he has cherry-picked his way through the heavyweight division. And on the other hand, Dillian Whyte has continuously taken on tougher challenges since fighting Anthony Joshua. He came back in a few fights, then he started upping the ante, fighting Lucas Browne, fighting Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora twice, and as I said, Oscar Rivas, who has wins over Kubrat Pulev and Andy Ruiz Jr. in the amateurs. And he was undefeated at the time. It was stupid for Dillian Whyte to go in there with someone like that. When he was #1 in the WBC, no one would advise him to take a tough task like that. Oscar Rivas is a very tough fighter, yet Dillian Whyte wanted to do it. Dillian Whyte wants to fight the best fighters he can. He has continuously done that. Again, the record shows it. Go and have a look for yourselves. You can see that Dillian Whyte is continuously taking on tough challenges. Whereas Deontay Wilder has picked his way through the heavyweight division and only chosen fights he believes he has a chance of winning. He's never gone in there thinking, I'm going to lose this fight, or I could lose this fight if I'm not careful. Because the Luis Ortiz fight, the first one, fair enough, that was a good win. But Tyson Fury, he only done that because he was guaranteed that Tyson Fury was coming back for the money. He thought that Tyson Fury was broke. He thought that Tyson Fury needed a payday. And that was the only reason why he was there. Not an epic comeback, not to win the WBC World Championship. He was guaranteed that Tyson Fury just wanted a payday. And that is why he done it. He saw a weakness in Tyson Fury in that he had just come back from mental health issues. He'd just come back from losing 10 stone, had 2 glorified spars that, I'm going to be real, he didn't look that great in, but still he chose to fight him because he knew that he had his best opportunity to beat Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury got back to his best, or if Tyson Fury wasn't struggling, then he knew that he couldn't beat him. So he chose him when Tyson Fury was at his weakest, and still he couldn't beat him. So him saying that Dillian Whyte and everyone in the UK chooses their opponents and picks the easiest fights is just a load of rubbish. I mean, look at Anthony Joshua as well. He said everyone over there, so that includes Anthony Joshua, right? Anthony Joshua has continuously been fighting tough fights since his 16th fight. Dillian Whyte, Charles Martin. Yeah, perhaps Charles Martin wasn't that great, but we didn't know that going in. No one knew what Charles Martin could do. Then you have Dominic Brazil, Eric Molina, Vladimir Klitschko, Joseph Parker, Carlos Takam, Alexander Povetkin, and Andy Ruiz Jr. twice. So clearly, Anthony Joshua picks the toughest fights. I mean, look when Jarrell Miller pulled out. He went for Andy Ruiz Jr., which was the toughest fight he could get. And it definitely was the toughest fight that he could get, but then he rematched him in 6 months' time and beat him, regained his world titles, and absolutely schooled Andy Ruiz Jr. So Anthony Joshua clearly takes the toughest test he can get, and so does Dillian Whyte. People in glass houses should not throw stones, because look at Deontay Wilder's record compared to Dillian Whyte's and Anthony Joshua's. He might have twice as many wins, but who are those wins against? Who did he win the WBC World title against? And who has he defended it against? It's not about winning the belt and defending the belt. It's about who you win the belt from and who you defend it against, because that proves what kind of fighter you are. It's all on a record. You can see it if you want to. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Deontay Wilder responding to Dillian Whyte's claims that he is a coward. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.